Hey y'all. Make sure you're liking the live on your way in. Say hi. Drop me some yellow hearts. Let me know you are here. What is going on? Hey Ashley. Hey Southwest Lynn. Hey Tiffany. Hey y'all. Let me take this out now. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. What is going on? Hey Andrea. Hey Jay. Yo, I don't know why every time I come into this living room, I swear to God, I'm about to have a heat stroke. I swear every time I come in here, I'm about to have a heat stroke. I don't know what the heck is going on. Oh, I can't wait to move, baby. I cannot wait to move so I can get me some central air because this ain't it. This ain't it. Your girl about to go back in the bedroom, okay, and make my husband come out into the living room because this is not it. How was it y'all Sunday? Let me tell y'all. So I was supposed to take the notes for Ready to Love and record my video last night. Because remember, I was like, we're gonna have our live in the morning. I'm gonna start not live, our live, but I'm gonna start posting our videos in the morning. Y'all, I did nothing last night. Okay. I said, I'm going to bed. But I decided that since this episode wasn't like I feel like it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give as far as like recording it. I decided that we just gonna go live. Okay. I do. That's what I need, a table fan. You want to know something now that you say that? I don't have not one fan in this house. Why the heck I ain't got no fans? And I had fans last year. What we do with the fans? Y'all, I'm one of them people that when things get in my way, I throw them away. Did I throw the fan out? Is it in the closet? But the air is on. It's just like, okay. So y'all know I love cats. So I had a cat and the cat peed on my furniture. I couldn't get the smell out. So I threw out all the furniture. And because we're about to move, I'm not about to buy no more furniture for this apartment. So in this living room, it's literally nothing but my desk, my husband's work desk, my little background set up over there, like in a TV on a wall. Like it's nothing in here. That's why it's always like echoey because it's literally an empty room. And so the air is on, but it's like it's not, it's not, it's not doing nothing. It's not doing nothing in here. You, oh my God, 103? No. And it doesn't help that I'm my own personal heater. Like, y'all, I'm my own personal heater. Like, I'm literally hot, and I guess hormones ain't helping. But anyway, so since we are here, we're going to go ahead and get into this that one Ready to Love. I mean, y'all, I'm not going to lie because this episode took a turn I did not see coming. I did not see it coming down to Herbert and Chris at the end. Like, what is really happening? I'm starting to believe the whole alliances. I'm starting to believe it. I don't know. It's looking real realistic to me. I'm just saying they might be on to something. Everything ain't a lie. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Okay. Um, Make sure you guys are liking the video, liking the video, liking the video. If this is your first time catching it live, hey, I'm glad you came to hang out with us. To all my members, all my subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Let's just get into the things of the things. So this is Ready to Love, season 8, episode 9. Now we all know the ladies have the power this week, so all the ladies meet back up with Tommy, okay, at the lounge. He calls them the Elite Six, okay. That just means that we getting close, okay. We almost down to the last 3 couples, and then we could go ahead and wrap this season on up, and they can bring in Dallas 2.0, okay. He wants them to introduce the men to their best friend because the best friend know the real them. Okay, the best friend knows what they need because the best friend been riding and dying for a long time. You know, outside the house, slashing the tires. You know, driving by the house, banging on the doors. You know, busting in the doors with the girls, giving real love and hip hopish. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this at Tommy. Because what you really doing? Did y'all not notice how Tommy was flirting with Lee? Soon as Lee walked in, he like, oh, Lee, did you know your leg was out? I'm like, she knew her leg was out. Did you know her leg was out? And then when she walking out, he gonna say, I see that leg. I said, ooh, child, you know your wife gonna see this, right, Tommy? You know your wife is gonna see this because you're doing too much with Lee and her leg. I'm just saying. Okay. He was really, really, look at this, y'all. I am like sweating. He was really, 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 really all into Lee. I was like, you know what? Tommy, you better behave yourself, sir. Behave yourself, okay? So Kat decided that he was gonna take, he watched her walk away. He sure did. And they made sure she was the last one to go. That's the part that got me. She walked out last, and he made a little comment, and his head stayed turned. Just saying, okay. So then Kat took Herbert and Phil to meet her friend Allie, and she wanted her to be nice because she wants Allie to nicely grill the guys because she's known to be fiery. First of all, what's going on with Allie? That's the question. I looked at Allie and I said, "Ooh, child, I don't know what to say, what not to say." So I'm gonna just say nothing because my mama told me if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna just let y'all say whatever y'all want to say in the comments about Allie. Okay. Um, they said Tommy been fresh this season. I haven't noticed it until this episode. So maybe I'm missing something. I might be missing something. Okay. So Phil comes in and Kat was like, this is Allie and I'm Kat. And together we're Allie Kat. And I said, oh my God. Now let me tell y'all. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was kind of cute. And I don't know if that's because like y'all know how I was like, oh, I want my name to be Kat, and then it never became a thing, just never became a thing because it don't make sense, right? But I thought that was the most hilarious thing it was corny. Don't get me wrong, very very corny, but I liked it. Okay, the inner child in me was like, oh, I could have did that with my friends if I had friends and my name was Kat and her name was Allie. Child, okay. But I thought that was so funny to me. So you said Tommy's wife might make more of appearances. Child, Tommy's wife ain't worried about him. She is not worried about him. Speaking of that, did y'all hear that? Supposedly, allegedly, Steve Harvey's wife, Marjorie Harvey, supposed to had cheated on him with the bodyguard and the chef, and she's supposed to be suing, taking him to court for not taking him to court, but divorcing him for half of his $400 million net worth. I don't know how true that is, but child, I read that and I said, "Ooh, not you cheating and trying to take the man's money all at one time." But anyway, I rolled my eyes and cracked up at the same time. That's what I'm saying. I did too. It was funny, but it was corny. Like it was cute corny. I ain't gonna hold you. It was cute corny. Okay. Phil said as long as he ain't gotta see it again, he fine. He fine with that. Okay. So Allie told Phil that he needs a new level of communication. That Lee needs not Lee. Why am I saying Lee? That Kat needs a new level of communication. Okay. Phil said that she still has to text him back. Now this is when I start getting confused because Allie pulled out the text messages and was like, yeah, so you mean to tell let me pull up the receipts because you haven't texted her back. So in my mind, I'm sitting here like, Phil, what the F? Why in the world would you clearly say that she hasn't responded to you since the last time you text her, knowing damn well that was a lie? See, I don't like stuff like that. Because how you gonna lie to me in my face? How you gonna lie to me to my face? Like, what the hell is that about? I don't know. I thought that was very strange. That was very strange. Yeah, we was talking about Steve Harvey. Now, y'all, I'm gonna say this, okay? I know this off topic, but listen, I've been trying to find something to go down a rabbit hole with and talk about it on YouTube with y'all. So if this is true, we could go ahead and we could go down a rabbit hole with this one because I feel like it's a lot of dirt with them Harveys that we could get into some things. Okay, I'm just saying, if this is true, we definitely can dig deep. Okay, just letting y'all know that. Um, so I just was wondering to myself, like, it was very strange that Phil decided to go ahead and lie to them as if, Kat didn't have the receipts in herself. So Herbert shows up and Allie was like, what separates you from the other men? And Herbert was like, well, I'm me. Like, what you mean? Don't you see me? And I'm like, ooh, child. I don't know what came over Herbert, but something came over him. It's like he couldn't hide his true self for too long. Okay. Now I don't know what the issue is between Herbert and Allie, but baby, the tension is thick. Okay, you could cut it with a knife how thick it was, okay? Because they were going back and forth the whole entire day. Really, like he would give an answer. She was like, well, that wasn't good enough. And you need to be more clear. And I'm just sitting here like, Dad, girl, what did Herbert do to you? What 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 he do to you? Okay. So at one point, Herbert told her to get out his face. That's what I feel like I heard. Now, y'all, I went back and I replayed it at least 3 or 4 times because I was trying to make sure I got it right. And it definitely said that he said something like "get out my face," and I said, Herbert, what is going on right now? It was something like he wasn't feeling her, she wasn't feeling him. Whatever it was very apparent that they wasn't feeling each other. Okay, why Sierra wasn't in Herbert's top three? Then he probably was, but you know how they don't show all the dates. That's the issue. They don't show all the dates, so we don't know what's going on. Because according to Lee, like we saw last time, she went on a date with just about everybody. You say they too rich. Child, that's the only people I be intrigued by because like they ain't bothered by me at all. Okay, I'm not affecting them not even one little bit. So I think she leans towards the kind of behavior because Kat warned her before any of the men got there. But that's my thing. Like, I don't know what Kat could have told her about Herbert that really made her go into it because she was very aggressive. Because she told her, like, I need you to grill them, but in a nice way because you have a way of being fiery. Her friend, Allie was giving me definitely toxic. Okay. She was giving me that she definitely could be a toxic person in relationships and whatnot. Now, when Allie had asked Phil if Kat got pregnant, would she be able to stay home and not work? Phil said it we could it would be something to consider. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking like that's not a question that calls for something to consider. The question wasn't would you like for her to stay home? Do you prefer her to stay home? The question was, will she be able to stay home if she got pregnant? Yes or no? Meaning, will you be able to provide financially and cover the bills and everything else that this house needs while your girlfriend or wife, if y'all decide to have kids, is pregnant? So you talking about, oh, that's something to consider. It's really up to whether or not she wants to start working because she got a lot to contribute to the world. Sir, don't try to gloss it up and make it sound pretty. Don't even try to gloss up and make it sound pretty because let me tell you something. It don't matter how much you want to give to the world, the gift that you got, baby. If the pregnancy hits you hard like that, it's going to hit you hard no matter what. Some people have lovely pregnancies where they could work and they could do all the things of the things. They just be happy and excited. And then some people have, ones where it's like, low key almost depressing. Okay, aka me, right? So I'm just trying to understand, like, what's the deal? Like, just answer the question straightforward. I feel like Phil ain't got it. I don't care what nobody say. Phil is starting to give me he ain't got it because how the heck how old is he? Like 40 something, and he's still transitioning between job after job after job. Excuse me, sir, I need stability. I'm not trying to get with nobody in the 40s and they talking about they transitioning here and they still reinventing themselves. And baby, no. Baby, no. Like, no, I need to make sure we got a 401 plan and a retirement plan and we got all the things that we need when it's time to settle down. And you hopping from here to here to here to here to here is showing me that we ain't got no plan for the future. At some point, we got to settle it down. It was definitely like a beef between them two. Definitely. So then, okay. So yeah, that's because her boyfriend is street. Okay, so then she asked Kat. So Kat asked her like, um, who do you think is a better fit for me? And she was like, well, I'm gonna just have to go with um. At this point, I'm guessing Herbert because no, not Herbert, Phil, because Herbert is definitely for the streets, and I'm just like Phil and Herbert is not a good mix. They're not. I wouldn't pick neither one of them, to be honest with you. No one this episode. Let me just say this because I feel like after watching these episodes, I realized that these guys just not it. Like I wouldn't want them. Like these guys just not it. There's nothing about any of them that says I'm really ready to settle down. I'm really ready to be in a relationship. I'm really like I got my life together. I have my finances together. I'm ready for the, whatever you ready for. The only person that comes off that way is Quentin, and we already know that that's game. Okay, that is game. So Aries brings her guy. Aries brings her two friends, the guy and the female, to meet Phil and Chris. Phil do not play about them damn sweaters. Every time we see Phil, he got on a sweater, and I'm just trying to figure out what is the weather. Because at one point they was outside at the hold down in shorts and all types of stuff, and now everybody got on these sweater dresses and sweaters and whatnot. And Phil don't play about them, okay? So Aries' friend asked Chris what he liked about her, and he can't give a complete answer. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong person. Aries' friend asked Chris what he liked about her, and he was like, she has a calm energy about her. So Phil, when they asked Phil was like, I like her ambition, okay? Yeah. So Phil says he like her ambition, and he's still telling, how he's evolving and this, that, and the other. And it's just like I don't really I'm starting not to feel like Phil is a provider. Remember when he first met Kat and he said that Kat has actually like opened his eyes to wanting to travel and stuff like that and things of that nature. That's when I was like, so you waiting to get with a woman. A woman, it takes a woman to bring you out, make you want to go on vacations and explore the world and things like that. I feel like Phil's just not that guy. Phil is what you call a safe man. Like I feel like he's going to be one of the guys that doesn't have a problem with paying 60% and you pay 40, or maybe even paying 80 and you pay 20. He has no problem with getting a nice little house on the side, having a decent car. You have a decent car and we live our lives. He's one of the regular guys. Like he gives me regular energy. Like nothing wrong with him at all, but he's going to have to find someone who's just as complacent with being just regular. If y'all get what I'm saying, like he doesn't give me anything extra. Like he doesn't give me like he's striving for anything more than what he already has, which is not necessarily a bad thing if you find someone who's complacent with just having a normal schmegular regular life. But I don't think that that's one of those things that um Aries wants, or Cat. You get what I'm saying? And he might have to find him someone who, just got a nice little regular job. He got a job. They got their kids. They have, they go pay their bills and just live their life, which is never anything wrong with that. But he's definitely the regular guy. Like he's not the entrepreneur. He's not the one to go after anything more than what he already has. I feel like he's going to be complacent with wherever he is in life. And that's perfectly fine as long as you find someone that's going to be complacent with you. You get what I'm saying? These women, I should say, don't give me that type of vibe. Like, I'm complacent. I'll be complacent with my husband, like, paying all the bills. We in a nice house. We not living paycheck to paycheck. And, I could do what the things I want to do. All that stuff, that's complacent to me. That's when I'm like, okay, we good. But but he just seems like he's fine with, you do some of this, I do some of that. We live our lives together. We got these kids. You pay some bills, I pay some bills. It's given very Basic. Okay. And so her friends say that they're leaning towards Chris. And I was like, I don't, something about Chris. So let me tell y'all how y'all was eating up Chris in the daggone comments, because I said that Chris gives me, kind of like, like he knows what he wants. It's all about him. He got this assertive energy a little bit. And then y'all was like, no, he don't. He's soft. And I was sitting here like, is he though? Y'all was telling me that that man was soft and that he's not assertive and he's not nothing. And I was sitting here like, what are we watching? Because we obviously not picking up on the same thing. Definitely not picking up on the same thing. Janelle brings her friend that she knew for 15 years, and her friend has been married for 13 years to me, Quentin and Herbert. Okay, now her friend got the little not softish charming chicken tissue. Monique, get out of here. Soft spoken. Chris low key gangster. See, that's what I said. Make up y'all mind. Make up y'all mind, because y'all really need to make up y'all mind. Get it together. Get it together, y'all. Hey, y'all, I need y'all to do me a favor. Like the video, like the video, like the video. Give me 1 second. Damn. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to go. I had to go wipe myself down. I said I'm burning the hell up. I don't know what's going on or what kind of heat stroke I'm about to have. But if I pass out, okay, if I pass out, okay, somebody alert my husband. Okay, um. I like Chris here about his business. Nothing wrong with knowing what you want and don't want. That's what I'm saying. I thought, it seemed like he know what he want. He seemed like he, well put together. Da 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 da. He does seem like he want to be, in charge and things like that. So I just thought that was, that's how I viewed him. But apparently, a lot of y'all was viewing him a little different. Just saying, okay. So Janelle brought Herbert and Quentin to meet her friend. Now her friend got a little red flag or whatever for every time she get a red flag. So Herbert brought Janelle a gift, and I thought that was cute because he didn't bring Cat a gift, so you could already tell where he was at. Chris wants a submissive type woman, yeah, but only like more of an alpha male and will want more submissive woman in that sense. I think that has a lot to do with his culture. A lot of African men have a lot of women who are real submissive and follow their lead and cook and clean and do everything for them. Not me, but a lot of African women are like that with their men. So it doesn't surprise me, which is why it's like, sir, just go ahead and get that arranged marriage that you're supposed to get one of them twins and call it a day, because it's going to be hard to find what you're looking for, especially in a modern Americanized woman, right? You said Chris will grab your throat if dinner's late. Child, what? Not you. Ellen, I do not condone that. I do not condone what y'all got going over there in that comment section. Okay. No, we don't. That does not sound too not oh, child. It doesn't sound too bad. Ellen. We about to put you in timeout. This is about to happen. Okay. Not that in a Marvin coming out. It's exactly what's coming out. Hey Shakira, you didn't miss much. Just almost through this review. That's about it. As long as he's providing soft life for the woman, serve your man, girl. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. Okay. So this off topic, child. This whole review been off topic, but so y'all know that I have been considering myself a stay-at-home wife slash mom, whatnot. Okay, and so I'm at the point where I'm just like, oh my god, I didn't know that if you are provided a certain like luxury of like not having to work, that it does make you want to do more things that you thought you would not do. Not gonna lie. I still haven't picked up the cooking part. Okay, I'm not gonna lie about that. Still haven't pretty much picked up the cooking part, but I do find myself wanting to be like, more like put together, more soft, more, womanly. Like I can't explain it. I can't explain it. Like your girl want to go like candles and spray the house down, and do just different than normal Chloe. Okay, so I do feel like that just comes with when you are in a relationship with a man actually showing you that it's okay to rest of your femininity, and he's going to take charge and he's going to take the lead and do what needs to be done. You definitely have to be the best domesticated on yeah, but yeah, so soft domesticated duties. So I'm getting there, and I don't have an issue with it. You know what I mean? And I think because y'all know I used to work 44 hours a week, so it was just like I'm not trying to do nothing. And then on my days off, I'm trying to be in the bed, right? On the sheets and his drawers. Like now I'm sitting here like, okay. Like I coming in, I'm like cleaning off his desk and stuff, like just doing stuff that I didn't think I would do. Something I didn't think I would do. Like it's something. It's just something it's a different side of myself that I'm discovering. And I kind of like it. And it's so less stressful. So we'll have to see how this turns out once the baby get here, and then I'm like, gotta deal with a baby. On top of like being home and cleaning and things like that. We'll see. But my husband's very hands-on, so I'm not worried about like having the baby all by myself or alone. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it's just something, it's just definitely something a different side of life that I didn't think that I would be able to experience, and especially not experience now. That makes sense. So I think that's something to always like. So now I understand like when women say you not cook. No, y'all don't. You Kim, how long you been here? You don't know. Oh, Chloe don't cook. Chloe do not cook. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A lot of guys would love me until they realize that I don't cook. Okay, and I just started really like cleaning because my husband's always been that guy. But now I'm just trying to like help him a little bit. And now I want to put more like feminine touches on things. So I'm just waiting to move so I can like really get into that like decorating and stuff like that. I don't know. It's a different phase I'm going into, but I'll bring y'all on my journey when I start my vlogging channel. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. Okay. So Herbert says that he likes Janelle. He likes that Janelle is a thug. I told y'all that's what we need to start calling Janelle from now on, a thug. She accepts that term a lot more better than she likes mean girl. So we should just go ahead and start calling her a thug. Okay. Oh yeah, the Blimpies tuna fish sandwich is real good. Real good. Okay, with the oregano, salt, and pepper, and some cheese and onions. Whoo, baby, don't get me started. Don't get my taste buds in here going. Okay. So um I told y'all we got to start calling her a thug. I think if we just be like Janelle's a thug, she'll be like, and what? Because the mean girl don't sit right with her. It don't sit right with her at all. And I'm trying to figure out now, hear me out. for them to keep saying that she's like a thug, or she's like a gangster, this thing and other, I'm starting to wonder what's Janelle like behind the scenes for real, for real. Because the Janelle that they describe to us is not the Janelle that we get to see on screen. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Because we keep seeing this, well put together Janelle. It's not giving thug. It's not giving gangster. It's not giving I'm about that life. Besides when we see her on the live or we see her outside. So I'm trying to figure out what energy is Janelle really giving behind scenes. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay. And when Herbert said that, I said to myself, "Oh, he's toxic. He likes Janelle because he thinks that Janelle's one of those girls that's going to be like, because she has like this thuggish image, this thuggish thing about her that they could play around with each other, da 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 da. She not looking for nothing serious. He sees her as someone who is really not looking for nothing serious, which is why every time she says that she wants to be married by the end of the year and she wants to have a baby and this, that, and other, he's looking like, yeah, no, they're not having conversations about future. They're having conversations about, I'm assume, bending you over and turning you out. Okay, that's what I'm assuming those conversations is more leaning towards. Once you start to realize that none of these guys know anything about her. How Quentin just now finding out that you was adopted during the date and y'all be on the phone all the time? What y'all talking about? Marvin interview with Crystal said he spoke against Janelle and was eliminated. What? When did Marvin do an interview with Janelle? Oh, I gotta go watch it, child. We gotta go watch it. Y'all gotta tell me these things ahead of time. Janelle gonna fight with big belly pregnant, not a good look. Like I just don't understand. Nobody's gonna marry Janelle. She's mean, messy, and ooh, not ignorant. Child, that's my thing. See, my thing is that like you are somewhat what you attract, right? So by Herbert saying, she's a thug, and by him saying, like, by not him really not knowing much about her, is giving when she's on the phone, they're not discussing real things. I don't. Nah. I definitely believe that there is some type of alliance. Not gonna lie, and I definitely am starting to realize that some of the things that the people are saying about Janelle is definitely true, which I never once doubted. But I also do understand Janelle's side from how she tells it. This has got to be the messiest season. The resort season was the messiest. I'm going to tell you that. The resort season was the messiest season. So Quentin is over there running a whole lot of game as normal. Quentin's not serious about this thing either. He's sitting there, whatever Janelle says, whatever she says she wants, he's like, I'm doing it. No, you're not. I don't believe it for 1 minute. It sounds good. I mean, if she had to choose out of the two, you seem like the best option. But Quentin's not doing it for me. He doesn't come off authentic or genuine. Something about him seems very rehearsed, and like I just want to get to the end. Okay, at least if you want to be honest, Herbert at least is being honest about the fact that he's not trying to get married tomorrow. Because when they asked that man when he was with Sierra, when they asked him what you looking for, he said, "I'm looking to have a good time to get to marriage." And in my mind, I'm thinking like, how much time you got? Like Herbert's the type of guy that's gonna make you 10 years a girlfriend. Like he's the type of guy that's going to string you along for years and years and years and years and years and use you up, and you will never get married, and you'll been and have some of his kids, and he's still gonna be out here doing whatever he want to do. He does not give me I actually want to settle down. He doesn't give me I want to settle down. So you think there's any real couples? No. Mm-mm. Nope. Okay. Um, her friend picks Quentin for her, which makes sense because like if I had to choose between the two, Quentin's going to be the one I choose. Why? Because he's saying all the things that I need to him to say. Who wouldn't pick someone who says all the things I need to say? Let me tell y'all something. I watched this lady, Ashley. Is Ashley Dayton, Ashley D is something, right? She started on YouTube. She come over here and use she started on TikTok. She's coming to YouTube. She gives like a lot of like advice and stuff like that to women and sometimes men. And a girl came up there and she asked her, she said, um, men always ask me what I'm looking for in a man. And she told her, she said, never answer it. Never answer that question. And she was like, because once you give them the answer, they can instantly become what you want them to be. Let them show you who they are, and you decide whether or not that is the person you want for you. So I was like, oh, that's nice. That's some good stuff right there. So I'm gonna tell y'all ladies now, all the single ladies who's dating and trying to get in relationships, serious relationships, and marriage and things like that. When a guy asks you what you looking for, never tell him what you looking for. Because once you tell him what it is you're looking for, he instantly becomes that guy. And that's exactly what Quentin's doing. Quentin, Janelle says, I want to be married by the end of the year. I want to have kids. I want to do this. I want to do that. Now, all of a sudden, his path is the same path as hers versus what are you looking for? Well, don't worry about what I'm looking for. You continue to be you. And if that's something that I'm interested in, or if you are someone I can see myself with, then you will continue. But once you start letting these people know your timeline, they instantly become, especially when they want something from you. Okay, when they want to chase, when they want to get in your drawers, when they want you to fall head over heels over you, when they want to manipulate you, when they want to do all those things, they will find a way to become everything that you want them to be. And before you know it, you headstrong over them and they treating you like ish. Yep, a chameleon changes his colors with whoever he's with. Exactly. That's why when I heard that, I said that's exact. Like we're watching it in our face. Like once you tell him what you want, it's like kind of when Marvin told such and such Kira that he wanted to move. That he said, "Oh, I want to go to the Virgin Islands and I want to be there with my family and I want to raise my kids there because I love seeing all of that." And then as soon as she was like, "I don't know about that," he was like, "Well, you know what? I mean, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that anymore." But ultimately, why would you not? If that's where your heart is, if that's where you want to raise your family, why would you want someone who's not? So you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Okay. Right. Give him character traits. Like kind of loyal, things like that, things you can't fake. Right. I want someone who's not gonna cheat. That's what I want. See how long you can fake that. Right. Don't tell him I want someone that's going to text me every day. I want someone who brings me flowers, someone who opens doors. Don't do none of that. Nope. Just be you. Don't worry about it. If you right for me, you will automatically fit in where I need you. So, Lee brought her friend to see Quentin. Now, let me tell y'all something. Lee, that's not your friend. Lee, that's not your friend, okay? Let me say it again. Lee, that's not your friend. That girl lost her whole train of thought. She even went as far as to kind of, sort of, a little bit throw Lee under the bus by calling her a grandma, saying that she likes to stay home and all the things of the things, all because she low key was trying to be Quentin's girl. Okay, got all sidetracked, all in his face. Ha 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 ha! Can't even ask a damn question. She over there like, this is. I said that's not your friend, Lee. That girl, she that is not your friend. Y'all couldn't even explain how y'all was friends, so it's making me believe that definitely ain't your friend. Okay, because she was sitting there on that bed. She was like, So yeah, and I'm just saying, like, because like, like doing the most, y'all. I say that's not her friend. Cause soon as she wasn't even asking the questions. She wasn't even really trying to get to know the man for Lee. She was trying to get to know the man for herself. That's the friend you gotta watch. And then come to find out that's the party friend. She's giving me friend vibes like I may have, maybe, will, maybe, or maybe not F your man in the future, or I did in the past. Okay? It's definitely giving that type of vibe. I don't know how true or not true it could possibly be, but it's giving that, okay? Maybe in the past or future, could possibly maybe have F your man. Okay. No, Lee doesn't give me stripper. How did they met at a strip club? They met at a club, strippers. No, they met at a club. I don't know what kind of club. You know what? Because I never met people at the club. I'm lying. So me and my husband go out. We go out to like bars and stuff like that. My husband's not social. He normally just goes out because I like to go out and listen to music and dance, and then he be annoyed because I'm dancing and being extra and drunk all at the same time, right? So normally I always find groups of people because I'm normally by myself, but not by myself. You know what I mean? And so I meet women and things, and we talk and we laugh and we joke and da 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 da. But then like that's where it ends. Like we don't like exchange numbers and then like hang out. And now we friends. So I thought that was weird too. Was the hug intense? So Muffin hug Q. She gave him a really good hug. I believe it. I ain't gotta see it to believe it. I believe it. Oh, Janelle did imply somebody was a stripper. Lord. No, I did not say it. No. It wasn't me. It was not me. Janelle did definitely imply that somebody was a stripper. Y'all memory is too good for me. Yeah, she felt the muscles, was mesmerized by the muscles. She was into the muscles. Okay, I need y'all to do me a favor. Go ahead, like this video, please like this video. If this is your first time catching the live, go ahead and subscribe. If you've been watching me for a while and haven't subscribed yet, I'm just trying to figure out what y'all doing. What y'all not about to do is make me 10 years a girlfriend. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and stop it with your commitment issues, okay? I don't think it's Lee. Oh, Aries said Lee is not a stripper. I didn't think it was Lee. Okay, it's not Lee. Whoever the stripper is not Lee, y'all. Hey, Aries. So, y'all, Sierra brought, oh, child, this is bothering me so bad. Okay, so Sierra brought, we not starting that room, but thank you. Tell them to stop starting room. You saw me turn off the camera because you wasn't gonna catch me on the film saying it. Okay, so Sierra bringing, Sierra and Morier. I don't understand what the hell this is. I don't know why they're trying to make it a thing. First of all, Moyer has officially friend zoned Sierra. Sierra has officially friend zoned Moyer. So what are we doing? Quentin's a male stripper? Is he? You know what? I can see it. If y'all go back to the hold down and how he had that hat on with that vest and no shirt under and that belt and the pants with that belt on, I could see it. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I definitely eyes wide open, okay? So child, y'all done made me lose my train of thought. Looking at Quentin in that daggone vest with no shirt. But anyway, let me go back to what I was saying. So I don't understand what they trying to do with this Mourier situation in Sabrina. Okay, I'm not really here for it. Let me just tell you, it just seems like it definitely gives Dakia and Paul. Y'all remember how Dakia and Paul was like, y'all, you want to just try this thing out, and then they get down to the end and they buy the bridge, and then they both choose themselves because they know for a fact they was never supposed to be together anyway. That's what it's giving. You say you not into strippers, but you will pay to see cute strip. Oh, men strippers are definitely different. Definitely different. I went to a strip club, a men's strip club, when I turned 18, and the men literally be harassing you. Okay, the man done pulled me up on the stage, flipped me up onto his shoulders. One man done put ice down my pants. I said, "What is happening at the strip club?" But you know, my little young hot stuff was feeling it. Okay, I was like, "Ha ha! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" I was low key loving it. Okay, but like older me would be like, "Please don't do this to me on a stage full of people." Okay. You said as long as Janelle and Jessica are there, Muriel is staying. I think that's why he's staying. Gotta be. Okay. So Sabrina brought Muriel and Herbert, and I was trying to figure out, not Muriel, y'all. Y'all know I keep calling that man Muriel, to meet her friends. And like I told y'all, I don't understand what's happening here because they clearly already friend zoned each other. So they like really just playing in our face, and it's bothering me. Sierra brought back her short hair. Y'all like the short hair on her. I like the wig, so we can't agree. But she brought it back for y'all, okay? Sierra, I'm not gonna lie, between Sierra, Moria, and Herbert, I kind of zoned out this date because I feel like it's all fake and it's none of it's authentic. The only thing, like I said, that's authentic about the fact that about this at all is the fact that Herbert makes it very clear that he doesn't want to get married no time soon and he wants to have fun. Okay, that's the only thing on this date that was very, very obvious and truthful. That Herbert is really just stating like, "Hey, I'm not trying to like be in no real committed relationship to a point where we get married, but I'm here for the ride along the way." Okay. You don't like Sierra's wig. See that we all can't agree because I like the wig, y'all don't like the wig. It just be what it be. It just is what it is. Moria dreams of the y'all cut it at. You love the short hair. It makes me want to cut mine. I always thought about cutting my hair, but I don't know. I'm a hair girl. Like I purposely take very, very good care of my natural hair so that when I get older and my hair is all gray, I can have like I could be one of those gray ladies with the curls. I want to be her, one of the older gray ladies with the curls. That's me. So I'm purposely taking care of my natural hair so that it could be nice and long and gray. um that y'all leave that man alone. Y'all better cut it out. Yeah, don't cut your big afro. I love the women who could cut it and rock it because it looks so good, like the finger waves and all that, cute stuff. But I'm just too scared, child. Y'all remember when I got my bob for the first time? I'm like, I don't know if I like it. I don't know. It's kind of short, but I'm thinking about getting another one. Thank you. Sierra need friends because Margay is definitely not husband material. Who? But this is what happens when you have time to rehearse your lines. Okay, when you have time to go ahead and say everything that you want. When you go ahead and put on a show so that people like that's exactly what he did because there's no way you were saying all these things blah 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 by Sierra when just last episode you was just having a solo date with your friend because you wanted to see if she was out the friend zone or see if it could be something more romantic when it wasn't. It still turned out to be friend zone, which is why I don't understand why we here again still being friend zone. Okay, you like the no hair? Yeah, my sister cut all her hair off too. It does seem liberating and free. Just know, y'all, if I ever come up here with all my hair cut off, just know that I might be going through something. Okay, might be going through something. So Jessica brings yeah, they said that he's husband material, and I'm just like, where? I don't see it. You think Sierra going home next? The way this show is going, we don't know how it's going. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the way they flipped on Herbert this episode was real, okay? And not saying it wasn't deserved, but he was just like everybody's top, and now he's like going home. like, like, make it make sense, okay? um, so her friends like Morier better, but he's a fraud. I can see through him. He's a fraud. I'm waiting for his baby mother to come tell a story whenever she's ready. Okay. All the ladies meet back with Tommy to talk about these dates. And Lee said that her friend gave Quentin a pass because she was mesmerized by the muscles. Girl, that's not your friend. Don't be her friend no more, okay? Janelle's friends like Quentin and said that Herbert can't be trusted, and he can't, okay? The cat was in the background like, my friend said the same thing. And then Sierra was like, mine said the same thing too. Right. Herbert can't be trusted. Honestly, I think Herbert can be the most trusted in this situation. You want to know why? Because he's being completely honest about what he want and don't want. He not trying to get married next year. He do want some kids and he want them naturally because he want to be able to shoot your club up. Okay. And he's going at his own pace. And that's just how it is. He's actually being the most trustworthy in this situation, being the most honest in this situation. Because if you ask me, everybody else is playing in our face. I don't know about Chris just yet. I feel like Chris is kind of safe for now. But the rest of these men, side eye. Side eye. Okay. Um Janelle, okay, so Jessica said that Chris didn't have any direct answers, and Morier and her friends named Morier is best friend. Now, Jessica said, now that we know that Chris said that his real connection was Lee, Kat, and Aries, this makes a lot of sense. This makes a lot of sense, okay? Sierra said that her friends that said that Herbert is not ready for love, he's ready for Freaknik, 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 Freaknik. Freaknik. Okay. In other words, he's ready. He's ready to go to Pound Town. Okay. He's ready to go to Pound Town more so than anything. And that is a lot of sexual energy between them, more chemistry than the actual like love connection. Okay. Which is, I guess, always been there because Sierra been saying that about that man from the very beginning. Aries said that her friends like Chris because she said that, look, he probably ain't had no answers for you, girl, but he had some answers for me. I said, okay, then. So she said that he was very straightforward. Phil wasn't deep. Phil wasn't that deep like Chris. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. I needed that today. Especially because I'm over here having a whole meltdown. Maybe Herbert's like Marvin. You mean with his skinny dipping and whatnot? I don't know. You know what? I don't look at him like that. So maybe that's what it is. I just don't look at him in a sexual way. So I can't see it. Because I don't want to, maybe. I think that's what it is. I think I don't want to see it. So Lee and Phil, so Kat said that Allie said Herbert can't be trusted, and we already established that he probably is the most trustworthy. And she also feels that Phil would be great for someone, just not her. So her friend told her to keep looking around. So y'all know what that means. That means that now Kat is going to try to go put her claws in Quentin, and that's going to be the beef between Kat. And that's where the beef between Kat and Janelle will start. It will start because now Kat realized that her connections is not connectioning, and she's going to want to go ahead and see what's going on with Quentin. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. So Tommy asked them who y'all not connected with. And Lee said she's not connected with Phil. He has put in no effort. And I believe that because if you listen to the way that Kat said like he never responds to her text messages. So it seems like a pattern. Janelle said Herbert, which I thought was like crazy out of the blue because he was just in your top every week. Every freaking week, Herbert has been in your top. So now a part of me wants to know, what did Herbert say to Janelle behind the scenes that all of a sudden she throwing him away? Because let's be honest, the man been saying he ain't want to be married for the longest. You know what I mean? And now she want to throw him away, which I agree. Like, don't waste no more time with that man, girl. Don't waste no more time with him. But it just seems strange because, like, he's been in your top every week, and this week he's not in the top at all. Like, he went from being top three, top two, to completely being like not a connection at all. Okay, I can't fight you on that. Um, Sierra said Herbert. She said it's definitely a physical connection. And Kat said the same thing. Kat said it's a physical connection. And I'm just trying to figure out if my physical connection meter is off. Herbert must be giving off some type of energy in person that you just have to be around. Because I don't pick it up. I've been trying to pick it up. I mean, he may say some, crazy, inappropriate things sometimes, not inappropriate, but like flirty things. But it doesn't do it for me. It doesn't like, all of a sudden. Right. So I'm happy. Herbert is a Leo. He's very flirtatious and touchy. I don't put anything past a Libra. Ooh, child, my husband's a Libra. And you're right, don't put nothing past them Libras. I told y'all let me tell y'all. I told y'all I was toxic, right? So oh my God, I would like, I'm so happy I'm not as toxic as I used to be, because I don't know how. Because when I tell you I was crazy, crazy, like trust, no trust. There was no trust. I'm calling you. You answer my phone the first time. I'm calling you 15,011 more times. Okay. I am literally going through the phone. I'm doing all that. I'm doing everything. Okay. So yeah. Not you throwing your hubbies under the bus. Child, let me tell you. I've been with that man since I was 22. Because I had my daughter at 23. Been with him since I was 22. Okay? But, child, yeah, it's them. Shoot, okay? It's been a ride. Okay, let me tell you, it's been a ride. Let's just leave it there. So Lee said, Phil. Okay, yeah. So see, Ever said Herbert, Kat said Herbert is not it's a physical thing. Jessica said Chris. I said, oh, Jessica probably is over him. She's done with him. Okay. I'm tired of every time I talk to your friends, they talking about I need to bring my strength down. I need to lower myself for you. It's all the things she's tired of. Okay. So Tommy tells them, like, okay, well, y'all gotta go to send one of these men home, but I want to let y'all know before we do that, we going on a getaway, an overnight getaway. I said, who child? This is where all the fights begin. So this is the episode where it's going to get very, very intense. Okay. Y'all remember we saw the preview of, Janelle and Kat getting into it. This every time I really wish they would just go back to the way the resort season was, because that's how you really get into all the things. Okay. Chris calling her bitter. I died. I don't see something about Jessica throws me off and I can't pinpoint it. I can't pinpoint it. Something about her throws me off. Janelle been going hard on Chris from day one. Remember, she tried to get him eliminated like the second time. Janelle, or the first time at the mixer, I think. Or was it the second time? I don't know. But Janelle literally been trying to get Chris out of here. I don't know what that's about, but she's been trying to get Chris up out of here for the longest. I believe that Libras are the greatest friends. They're very loyal and nice sweethearts. She's friends with Janelle's birds of. Oh, cut it out, y'all so messed up. Okay, so he hold grudges. Who, Chris? I don't know why Janelle been trying to get Chris out for the longest. Maybe when she do an interview, we'll find out. I don't see Janelle doing no interviews though. I think she might talk to Crystal. Because I think her and Crystal kind of like know each other. Because if y'all notice, when y'all know how Crystal is partnered with Karen from not Love and Marriage, but Married at First Sight, to do a giveaway for her dress. She also is Janelle also is part of that. So it's like Crystal XO, Karen, Janelle, and like some other lady. So she might do an interview with Crystal, and we might be able to get down to some things. But I don't know if Janelle's going to want to talk to anybody about it because a lot of people have like had to give their opinion. The one thing about being a reviewer is that when being a reviewer and an interviewer, because everyone who does reviews don't interview. But trying to do both can get really, really sticky because people won't like your opinion about them and then decide not to, talk to you, which is fair because like you don't get to bash me and then expect me to come talk to you, which is fair. Which is why I try not to do interviews because for one, I want to be honest in my commentary, and if you are drawn to me and then want to come talk to me, that's different. But I don't want to be swayed to the point where like I know you now and I like you as a real person. And so it's hard for me to give my commentary on what I see on screen. You know what I mean? And so I think that could get really messy because you could tell that Crystal feels a type of way about the way Janelle's been acting. So we'll have to see if we get an interview from her. You said nobody want to hear from her. She's too combative. But that's what's going to make it a good interview. It's going to have to have, but it's going to have someone who's going to ask her the questions, or what I would consider hold her accountable, to a certain extent. But everybody's going to say editing versus real life is different. When we have yet to be proven any different, every time we see them in their interviews is normally giving what we saw on TV. I'm just saying it normally gives that. Okay, so it ultimately comes down to Herbert and Chris, and they sent Herbert home. I'm not going to lie to y'all. When I first watched it, I said, "What the f is going on?" And how is Herbert still here? And I don't know if I don't know if it's because I wanted Morier to go home so bad. Child, I don't know if it's because I wanted Morier to go home so bad that I was really mad that they sent Herbert home. But when I went back and watched the episode for my notes again, I said, yeah, it made sense for Herbert to go home. It made sense for him because like he literally was giving, I'm not serious. And part of this whole process is to like find your person. And he's definitely basically saying, I'm not trying to find my person. So it made sense. Not gonna lie, it definitely made sense. But I didn't expect it. And I was like, so y'all gonna say Herbert and not Morier? Not Morier? Like, what's going on here? So when Kira, that's that girl name, right? So when Kira and Tequila talk about these alliances that may or may not be formed, I'm starting to be able to realize what's happening because how did Morier end up on a date with Janelle? Like, what the heck was that about? And then all of a sudden, Sierra and Morier is like really trying to make this a thing. Like, we still trying to go back and forth. Like, we already know y'all don't like each other like that. Like, it's starting to look fake. It's one thing to like have like connections, but it's really starting to look like we just trying to keep our clique here. I could be wrong, but that's what it's looking like. And based on some of the information that we've been giving, it's starting to look like that. And enjoy Marvin's interview as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to go watch Marvin's interview. Maybe we could do a reaction video to Marvin's interview. Maybe Tuesday. Oh, well, yeah, we'll do it in our Ready to Love Live because, we do a Ready to Love Live where we catch up on everything that we missed on the week, anybody's posts, anybody's interviews and stuff like that. We'll do that in our next one. I didn't know that was an interview. I thought that he was doing a review with her. It definitely looked like an alliance game. Yeah, it's giving alliance. Janelle kept Morier safe from eliminate, obviously. Obviously. But I wonder why. Like, what is it? Like, what is it? Which reminds me, Morier did apologize to Jessica. He did apologize to Jessica for, bringing the tarot cards around her, this, that, and the other. So he gave her a candle, and she appreciated that. I saw Herbert last year. He looked old now. What the F? We're the same age. Child, now he look old now. He didn't look old last year. He didn't look old last year. I'm going to try and find it. Okay, that's all I got. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. That's all the notes that I have because the episode, like I told y'all, wasn't really that much to really like talk about. I felt like it was more of a filler episode, like we just needed to do it. We did learn a lot about, I would say, Herbert, which is why he went home, which is why I'm not so mad about the friend process. Because we did see a different side of him. But I just want to know, like, some of these connections don't seem authentic. I really feel like no one in this process at this point, if I had to be honest, I do believe that Aries may be one of the most authentic people there. Um, as well as I want to say Phil. I feel like Phil may also be authentic. I don't feel like he's trying to portray something he's not, which is perfect for women who are fine with that with men like Phil. Um, Quitting's here to play a game. I can see it. Who else? Chris. I'm still trying to figure out Chris, y'all. I'm trying to figure him out. I can't put my finger on it yet, but I'm still trying to figure him out. What about the preview for the retreat? Oh, the preview for the retreat looks like it's going to be lit. I like Aries the most too. Um, and like if I had to pick my final three, I feel like it's going to be Janelle, Aries, and mm, it better not be Sierra. It better not be Sierra. I think Lee is going to end up going home. Damn, I think Kat going to end up going home too, because Kat don't want these men. Oh, Jessica, right? Okay, that's why I'm like, it got to be someone. Jessica, Janelle, and Aries. My final three girls. Okay, I'm gonna put Aries with Chris. I'm gonna put Jessica with shit. It better not be Moria. It better not be Moria. It would have to be Moria, right? Because that's her other connection. Oh, and Janelle with Quentin. Janelle never said she got eliminated. I don't know where y'all heard her say she got in that live. I never remember Janelle saying she got eliminated. Oh, it's if you go to my profile, go to the homepage, go to lives. It's not that far down. It's literally tied. It's titled Janelle's IG live. So if you put in Chloe Johnson, Janelle IG live, it'll pop right up in your search bar. YouTube messing up y'all notifications. YouTube, cut it out. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Make sure y'all like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. If this is your first time catching live, I appreciate you for being here with me. We had over 150 people in this live, so y'all know I'll be appreciating when y'all show out for your girl. Feel too unstable for Aries. Right, that's why I said it would have to be Chris. It would have to be Chris. All right, girl. Have a good evening. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off here. Oh, so we're gonna do our. I decided to wrap up the ultimatum in one review tomorrow for y'all because y'all not really watching the part one and part episode 1 and 2 together. I did the episode 1 and 2 together, and that didn't even break 1,000 views. So for me to go ahead and stretch myself, then trying to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and nobody watching them, it's not gonna be worth it. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a live to catch up on the last few episodes before they drop the decision day and the what's after decision day. Oh, in the reunion. So then we'll do the reunion and the decision day. Now I might do those, but I don't want to do I don't want to separate them not to even get 1,000 views, because that's a lot of time. That doesn't pay off, because y'all know, like, I gotta watch it, take all these notes, record it, upload it, and then to break like 600 views is kind of like a lot of energy without a lot of reward. So I'll do a wrap up all one big live so that everybody who want to watch it can watch it, join the live. We'll talk about it, do all those things or whatever the case may be, and it just be that, you know. Lee is going home with Chris. You think Chris is going home with Lee? And then we'll do our Ready to Love live. Make sure that when we do, I need y'all to remember, when we do our Ready to Love live, it would just say Ready to Love discussion or chat, and that video is going to contain of just about anything and everything that could have happened with the Ready to Love cast, interviews, drama, and everything. Okay, so we'll be definitely getting to those things. Oh, did y'all know that Love is Blind comes back Friday? So Love is Blind After the Altar comes back Friday, and then the following week, the 12th, I think, Love is Blind, the new season drops. Y'all know I love Love is Blind, so I will definitely be here for that. So yeah, we doing After the Altar, and we definitely doing the new season. And I definitely would do those like how I did last year, because those get Love is Blind always get views. um Lee's going home. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know if these interviews mean anything with Crystal right now, like who, as far as who's going home or not. Chris and his smiles annoys me. What's After the Altar? So Love is Blind is like the cast that we just got finished watching. After the Altar, now it's like if they still together, like different things they've been through, how they've been holding up, any unresolved issues between the cast, they get it out in like this After the Altar, like what happens after the altar type of thing. And then we're gonna go into the next season. And y'all know it's Virgo season, meaning my birthday is next month, y'all. I turned 34 September 18th. So yes, I'm excited because it's my birthday month, meaning we outside. Not really, but really, okay? That's all I got. I love talking to y'all so much. Like, I don't even want to get off because we just chilling. But I don't want this video to drag and drag and drag and drag and drag. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.